What's up, people? In this video we are going to talk about why you should join Equinox, why it is 100% worth it to pay $250 a month to go to a gym for anybody, regardless of what your level of fitness is. I don't care, it's 1,000% worth it. You should really I'm not saying consider signing up for Equinox. Sign up for Equinox right now. Like, turn off this video, whatever, call your local Equinox representative and sign up, okay? I'm not affiliated with them in any way. However, I was a member for several years. I am drinking the Equinox Kool-Aid, and I wholeheartedly 100% endorse them. My very popular YouTube channel with 1,161 subscribers. I'm a famous guy, okay? And I'm saying Equinox is good. That means it's true, okay? We're gonna break into it right now. I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Oh, I'm exhausted. But subscribe to my channel. Who wants to be number 1,162? Could it be you? Maybe. Click that subscribe button. Also, check out legendarysuitjamas.com. They make silk pajamas that look like suits, just like this one right here that I did a very bad job ironing today. But hey, you know, I live a very fast-paced, exciting life, and I sometimes don't have time to do a good job ironing things. Okay, so let's talk about Equinox and why you should join the gym. So before we get into that, let me just tell you really quick my experience with Equinox. 2016, I was living in Los Angeles. I was a, huge loser. Let's just call it what it is. Was driving for Uber, living in West LA in Brentwood. I had barely enough money. I was making about $2,000 a month driving for Uber. I spent $1,500 a month on my rent. I had a rent control apartment, which was nice. And I spent the rest of the money, I spent $235 a month on my Equinox membership, and I spent the rest on food. Okay, I was totally broke. I was eating oatmeal and eggs every single day for pretty much every single meal. However, it was worth it, and I wouldn't say I was happy. I was kind of miserable because I didn't feel like I was living the type of life that I deserved. However, let me tell you, if I did not have that Equinox gym membership, I'm not saying I would have killed myself, but like I would have been a lot less happy, which actually, now that I think about it, might have been a good thing because it might have encouraged me to change my life sooner. But I really like going to that gym, okay? And here's why. So any of you, who've ever been to Equinox, you're probably thinking, oh, I don't need eucalyptus towels. I don't need Kiehl's moisturizer in the bathroom. What's the point? Why is it worth it? Why is it worth $250 a month? There's a few reasons. We're gonna break them down right now. Reason number one, the classes, okay? Equinox is known, all right, you probably don't know this unless you're in the fitness world. Equinox is known for having the best classes, not some of the best, not a couple of the best, not the best yoga classes, like the best classes out of any gym, hands down, guaranteed, okay? The only argument, the only maybe place that comes close, you could say CrossFit, okay? Because all CrossFit workouts are class workouts, really. So, okay, I guess you could make that argument. However, CrossFit is a very specific style of working out. Well, it's specific in its randomness, if that makes sense. Whereas Equinox offers more traditional types of fitness classes, cardio, kickboxing, body pump, yoga, Pilates, spinning, whatever. So if you like those types of classes and you don't want to be, you don't want to look like a whatever CrossFit person, like if you don't know what they look like, Google that. If you want more traditional workout classes, Equinox is definitely the way to go. Okay? So that's number one. Classes are insane. My experience with the classes, I mentioned earlier how going to Equinox prolonged my leaving my bad situation for probably about 8 months, was because I was going to these yoga classes every single day where they were filled with beautiful women. Let's just start right there. Like, we can start and stop right there with the reason that I was going. Filled with beautiful women, and this was in LA, by the way, so, filled with beautiful women, and the level of yoga instruction in those classes, world class. And the reason I say that is because I've actually traveled the world and done many yoga classes in many countries. So maybe world class is a little bit of a, not exaggeration, but a pun, I guess. But I've done lots of yoga classes around the world. I've never done anything that's come anywhere close to the level of yoga that I've done in those classes. In terms of the perfect level of attention that they pay to you, and adjustments that they give you, it's not too much, it's not enough. Like, they always kind of give you exactly what you need. At least for me. I don't know, maybe they like me because I was nice and enthusiastic. That's also possible. Okay, so number one, classes are amazing. If you like good classes, 100% join. It's so worth it. Number two, let's talk about the cost factor. All right, so now I realized this when I joined. Okay, when I joined Equinox, I had just moved to LA. I was living in Germany with my girlfriend at the time. We broke up. I decided I would move back to LA, where I'm from, and I got an apartment, got a job working with my friend, and I was like, okay, now I need to join a gym. Because I've always been a fitness guy, and it's impossible for me to live someplace without belonging to a gym, especially a place like LA that's arguably very superficial. Although it's kind of ironic now that I'm in Tokyo and I don't have a gym membership. Anyway, when I was in LA and I was trying to decide what gym to join, I was looking around at some of the options in West LA, and it was either 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness, maybe like a couple small private studios. But they were all awful, okay? I don't want to say they were awful. They were all vastly inferior to Equinox, okay? And if you've ever been to the Equinox in West LA, this place looks like a hotel. It is massive. It is hands down the best gym that I've ever been to in my life, okay? And I'm a gym snob, and I don't throw compliments around like that, ever. But this is hands down the best gym I've ever been to in my life. They have everything. Now, when I went to go join this gym, Equinox, they require a 1-year commitment. Okay, it's not like other places where you sign up for 3 months, you can go for a month, or you can get a day pass. Like, they don't even give day passes. You can't even buy one. So it was a big decision for me. Anyway, long story short, I ended up signing the contract, signed up for a year, and I was broke at the time. I had no money. I'm an Uber driver, you know? So I knew that I was spending $240 a month for this gym membership. Do you think that I went a lot, or do you think that I rarely went? Okay, obviously I went all the time, because I knew that the fact that I was spending essentially 10%, more than 10% of my paycheck on my gym membership, I'm gonna make sure that I use that shit. Like, even if I didn't want to go, I went. Even if all I did was just go in the steam room and take a shower, I went. Even if all I did was just stretch and play on my phone, I went. Obviously, you know, those days didn't happen very frequently, but the point is that I made sure to use my membership as often as I could, because I wanted to make sure that I was getting enough use out of it so I could justify the cost. Okay, so how does this work for you? What's the point? What am I getting at? If you spend a lot of money on something, if you invest a lot into something, you're more likely to take advantage of it. Okay, so if you're, whatever, you're extremely overweight, you're trying to get in shape, you're fit, but you're not, you know, you're missing a little something, I promise you, spend $300 a month on your gym membership, and you're gonna put a lot more effort into it. Okay, it's human nature to kind of think the opposite, like, oh, well, maybe I'll start with the easy thing first, maybe I'll just join Planet Fitness for $10 a month, because I might not go. You're much less likely to go if you spend $10 a month on it. And when you do go, you're much less likely to actually have a good workout and put the amount of effort into it that you should be. Okay, like I really shouldn't have to make this point anymore, because it's obvious, isn't it, that the more money you spend on something, the more value you're going to want to get out of it, because you had to sacrifice so much to actually acquire it. Okay, so number one, the classes. Number two, the cost. Number three, let's talk about the people. Okay, now I'm not, whatever, I don't want to sound like an elitist or anything. Like, I know it seems like I live this glamorous lifestyle where I'm traveling the world and wearing silk shirts from legendary suit jamas, you know, living this like amazing life. I don't have a lot of money. Shocking, I know. Hard to tell, I'm sure. Don't have a lot of money, not very money motivated either. However, what I've noticed is that higher quality people, okay, however you want to define that, higher quality people generally have more money, or at the very least, higher quality people tend to be attracted to things that are also, other things that are higher quality. Okay, so what I'm trying to say basically is that as essentially a beacon for higher quality people who are interested in getting fit, Equinox is a great place to meet and network with other people who are also extremely fit. Okay, so like, you know, we could talk about celebrities too, but, well, okay, fine, let's just mention it. Magic Johnson worked out at the Equinox that I went to. Okay, that was his gym. God, I forget her name. She was in $1 Million Baby. I always forget her name. Anyway, she worked out there also. She was the head trainer over there, trained her. I knew her. I would like say hi to her every time I saw her. You know, I'm not saying like, oh my God, celebrities were there, therefore it's a good gym, but kind of, yeah, that's kind of the point. And even beyond that, there were tons of people in there who were just really, like when you go to a place that's high value, you are automatically assumed to be high value as well. Okay, now, most of these people didn't know that I was an Uber driving loser. Like, I don't want to be too hard on myself. I'm just saying that as like a way to shorten what I actually really want to say. But most of these people didn't know that I didn't make a lot of money and I wasn't very professionally advanced in my career, whatever you want to say, and that I was driving for Uber and totally broke and eating hard-boiled eggs every day. They didn't know that. They thought I was some young, whatever, I don't know, executive or something like that, who just came to work out in the gym like them. So I got offered jobs like all the time. You know, I got offered a job at a real estate company in Beverly Hills, where if I had decided to work there, I'd probably be making $1 million a year, or at least a couple $100,000. You know, I got offered, I got offered other jobs at, you know, random places. Like all these guys, they own businesses and they would hear I was, whatever, driving for Uber. They'd be like, oh, why don't you come work for me? Okay, and, you know, not like I'm some like sex-crazed pervert or anything. There's some very attractive girls in there too. You know, at the one in West LA, not so much. I would say that you should probably go to West Hollywood for that, because you have a lot of people in the entertainment industry that are, in my experience, generally actors and actresses, models, whatever, generally like better looking people. And a lot of those people are drawn to West Hollywood. So if you're in West LA, you have my recommendation to go there. But anyway, the point is that these people are higher value. It's a great place to network with them. I met a ton of really nice, really cool people and got to work out in an amazing facility all the time. I mean, it was like the highlight of my day. No exaggeration. And okay, fine, the rest of my day was filled with driving for Uber in my uncomfortable, you know, small Volvo, or eating hard-boiled eggs by myself in my apartment. So it's not like it had that much competition, but it's just a nice, high-quality place. Like, I'm wondering if my whole life was that high quality and I would go to my high-quality apartment and my high-quality gym and hang out with my high-quality friends. Nothing against the friends I have, I love you all. But imagine if we were all just super ballers. Like, how cool would that be? Anyway, pipe dream. So, tell me, have you ever worked out in Equinox? I want to know. Leave me a comment. Like I said, I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I'm curious, what's your experience with Equinox? And if you have never worked out in Equinox, tell me about your gym. How much do you spend on your gym membership? And do you like it? I mean, do you work out in some powerlifter gym that's $20 a month and, you know, people don't shower? Or, I don't know, whatever. Tell me where you work out, what your gym is like. Would you ever consider trying Equinox? Let me know that also. Okay, check out legendarysuitjammers.com, link in the description. Peace.